What's going on? This is Brett from Start Your Skate Business, and in this video I'm going to be going over some of the top AI tools that a skate shop or a skate brand or a skate park should be using. So really quickly, a little bit about me. I have owned multiple skate parks, multiple skate shops. I work with schools, townships, recreational centers, and I have thousands of clients. And yeah, it might sound cool, but not too long ago, I would wake up in the middle of the night, almost every night, sweating and just so stressed out, where I would have to go to my computer and just work until the sun came up, and then when the sun came down, I was working all the time in front of my computer. Now with the power of AI tools, I really work only about 3 to 4 hours a day in the morning, leaving the afternoon and evening wide open so I can either skateboard, I could go on these crazy ultra runs like 30 miles or 40 miles throughout the day and come back home and then still spend the evening with my wife having a good old time. So in this video, enjoy, see what AI tools that work for you. They're not made for everybody, but these are some really cool ones. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite AI tools that are out right now. You should be aware of them, implementing some of them into your business. They have helped me in my business, Skate the Foundry, so much. I have generated, I have increased a lot of sales, increased my reach to people using these tools, and it's actually really simple, and most of them are free. So the first one I'm going to start out with is Rask AI. Check this out.
こんにちは、スケートザファウンドリーのオーナーブレッドです。今日は私が救急箱に入れて持ち歩いているものを紹介します。まず最初にこの救急箱がターゲットなどでよく見かける一般的な救急箱や救急バッグに入っていないことがわかるだろう。私はサンドイッチ台に入れるのが好きだ。こうしておけば移動中やスケートパークに行くときにバックパックに簡単に詰め込むこと。
Alright, this is super crazy. Your videos translated into over 130 different languages. Imagine the reach that you can have. If you're a YouTuber, if you make content, you can expand to different countries extremely fast and easy now. And imagine like those people that create video content as far as like teaching skateboarding, like skateboard lessons, especially like Braille in a way. Like if Braille had this in the way that they can describe like how to do kickflips and ollies, they can expand their reach, even though they are a global brand now. But think about even like the smaller companies like yourself. Like what could you provide to other people and expand your reach? So this is a really powerful tool where you can really educate people all over the world. You don't need to speak that language. It's really cool. And then also here's some of the translations here. So this is really cool. So this free version only gives you a 1 minute, and then you would have to pay to have your entire video. So this is just a YouTube link. I provided it and they just made the edits here. Very cool stuff. One thing I do want to mention early on in this video is that when you are buying or signing up for a subscription here, always do the monthly subscription and not do the annual, because these new AI platforms, they are constantly evolving and changing, and some are getting bought out by other companies. So if you spend a ton of money, the annual fee up front, that company might not be in existence, 6 months later. This AI stuff is continuing to change so rapidly, where this video might even be out of date starting like next week. So let's move on. So we're gonna go to Mixo. Mixo is another really cool platform. This creates websites for you at a really fast rate. So what you can do here is that you're just gonna, in one sentence, describe the idea that you have. So I'm gonna put a skateboard shop that is now doing skateboard lessons to get more people into skateboarding. Okay, so let's just see what this shoots out for me. We are gonna get, let's just say we're gonna just aim to get emails. Now we just wait So while we're waiting, this site, I wouldn't rely on it as far as like your main site. This is really good if you want to just test an idea to the market, see if there's any interest in it before you go out and start building this whole new website. All right, learn skateboarding with skate lessons. Okay, cool. So everything's AI generated. Just created a fake review. Join our skateboard lessons. Expert instruction. Safe and supportive environment. Build confidence on a skateboard. So this is really cool. And then obviously you could change the pictures. I don't know if this is what you're going to go for. It's not what I would go for, but there is a market of people that want to learn how to skateboard on longboards. So yeah, I mean, you can change the images, but you get an idea of what to do here. And I'm sure you can go in and change the wording up here. You can change the company name. Let's actually try that right now. Customize brand. We're going to change the name. Instead of skateboard lessons, we're going to change it to, can't see here, Bob's Skate Shop. And we can change the logo. So maybe I have to sign up to do this, but you can change the name and change the logo. You can customize it, and you can also create a free account here. So this is a really cool, powerful site, especially if, like I said in the caption here when I created this, if you're a skate shop and you already have a website for your hard goods and all your products that you sell, but you also want to create a skateboard lesson side of your business. So you can just go on here, give it the prompt, and then just have an extension of your current websites. You don't have to go in and make all these crazy modifications and additions to it. So this is over from Mixo. Now we're going to go over to Perplexity. Perplexity is another really powerful AI tool. It's similar to ChatGPT. However, the difference is, here's my prompt. The difference between this and ChatGPT that I notice is that this actually provides sources, images. So I asked provide a list of skateboard deck manufacturers in the US. So this is NHS. Well, I wanted to do like, say if you want to do like a custom skateboard. South Central, you can do that. That's good. Pinswood, I actually ordered from there. They've been around for a long time. I probably ordered from them like, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. Another one is Point Manufacturers. But anyway, here's all the sources where I got you this information. So if you want to fact check what you have, you can actually dive down and see exactly where this got the information from. So this is really cool. Now, say, let's just do a follow-up question. How about in China? So for people who are ordering boards from China, I would recommend or suggest that you actually only order from them if you are getting them in really big bulk, like 500 decks. That's when you're going to be able to save money regardless of the shipping and all that stuff. It will save. And also, aside from decks, if you want to get smaller items that sell, China is a good place because the shipping and packaging is a lot smaller, so it's going to be a little bit less. Decks are just heavy and they're big, so shipping is always expensive. That's why you want to really get a lot of them. But then you have to have a place to store them. All right, so this is really cool. Here's some. I recognize this one here, and this one. Yeah. So some of these are these are all credible sources, and you can check here. We'll just pull up one, for example, and we can see where this goes. So looks like some of their stuff is legit, and then some of it looks kind of very kiddie stuff, like you'll see in Walmart. Just looking at some of these trucks, I don't even like this. Doesn't even look like metal. All right, but anyway, you get the idea. Most of the manufacturers, anyway, I'm not trying to like talk bad about them. Most manufacturers are going to sell, like if they sell metal trucks, they're going to probably have the cheap stuff too. It's not like they're just going to focus on like the high quality like independent trucks. They're gonna have that along with some corny whack trucks that are like plastic or something like that. So don't let it be a red flag if you come to a site and you're like, oh, this stuff looks like not the greatest material. You really can't judge it from that. It's good to actually start talking with the manufacturer and then get samples. And I actually provide these free resources on my website, startyourskatebusiness.com, because I have ordered from multiple manufacturers in China. So Perplexity, back to that. So really great source, really cool stuff here. I like it because you can actually have the sources. You can go deeper into the information opposed to just like whatever answers it gives you. All right, so now we're gonna go over to Dall-E. Most people probably already heard of Dall-E. It's a new AI software where it turns your text into images. Really cool stuff. So here's some of it. So I actually have, Dall-E is integrated into Canva. I have Canva. Canva's a free platform where you can create images. That's where I create all my flyers and things of that sort. But you can pay extra and have like the full Canva experience where you can have all the plugins and apps and all that stuff, and it's actually really not that expensive. You can see here my prompt, and this is the image that it gave to me. My skateboard company is Skate the Foundry. So Foundry is just where they make steel and metal. So I thought it would be kind of cool to have an image of a steel worker welding some metal together with like these blue and red sparks flying off of them. So that was my prompt. And then this is what it gave me. Now, this is also another form of text to images. So I just made here, I got to be a little bit more selective in my wording here because I said it in Iron Man and it actually gave me Iron Man. I should have said like a steel worker or a person working with iron. But you can see the prompt that I gave it, and is a similar prompt, but it just gave me that Iron Man was making this, which is actually pretty cool. Like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. But anyway, what I'm getting with Dall-E is that you can create images, text to image. Like, you no longer have to like explain this to a graphic artist or whatnot. And I wouldn't really rely on Dall-E for you, like say if you want to make like a t-shirt or a deck graphic. I wouldn't rely on this as far as like this is the graphic, but it's a great start where you can give this to someone else. Same with like Mixo, like the website that creates your own website. It's just a starting point. But the way that the AI is developing, I don't know, another month, 2 months, 3 months, it might just actually give you exactly what you want. But as of now, like I look at it as I'm gonna take this image and I'll put it into Illustrator or Adobe Photoshop, and then I can add text as like my logo and things of that sort. But even with this image here, I would still give it to like a graphic artist to touch it up and add things to it. But that's just me like thinking about like skateboard graphic side of things. But imagine what you could do when it comes to your flyers. If you want to make like a kid flyer or some type of Instagram post that grabs someone's attention really quickly, or like a Black Friday ad, you can create probably some really cool images with this. So to give you another example of Dall-E, let's just take a look at how like a skate shop can use it. And CCS is already ahead of the game on this. So this is CCS's website, and they have a place where you can create your own graphics. So I typed in this prompt, a monkey on a skateboard, and I think there's something going on with Dall-E and CCS, because when I create this image, it doesn't actually give me this image for some reason. Something's going wrong. I don't know if like CCS needs to update something, but it's not allowing me to put that image on here. But I just want to share with you that there are places that are already doing this. This is crazy. So if you are a skate shop and you want to have this so kids can, design their own skateboard with your logo on it, this is a great spot to do it. Especially like even skate schools. So here's all like the Dall-E collections of like or the AI customs, they have it here. You can have custom hoodie, custom t-shirt, all this stuff, custom grip tape. Like, this stuff is just insane. As a kid, I would love to have this stuff. I'm gonna just try this again here. Yeah, so, but anyway, you can get the point of it. If you're a skate school and you want to provide this to your students, then, I mean, I think of it as like your first skateboard before kids know like the big brands of like Baker and, I don't know, Anti-Hero. Before they know those brands and like fall in love with them, they are really just trying skateboarding and they want a cool graphic. So this is where your platform comes in very handy. So check that out. Now I'm going to go over to Chat Simple. Chat Simple is really cool too. So I'm going to just bring up my website here, Start Your Skate Business, and I'm going to just ask a question. I asked the question actually earlier. How do I choose the distributor for my skate shop? And it gave me this answer here. So Chat Simple is, think of it as like a virtual assistant 24/7 on your site, answering questions anytime that you want it. It's just an automated chat box. It can increase your sales. It just gives you information of like clients, information of whatever they're looking for. So they don't have to like scroll through your site. For Start Your Skate Business, I offer a lot of free information as far as like how to start a business. So if someone just went on here and like, how do I start a skate shop? They don't have to know, they no longer have to look and scroll through your website. They can just type in the question and they get the answer. Like, it's insane. So what it looks like on the back end, you actually have to train Chat Simple onto how to answer these questions. And really, it's not really how to answer them. You're just sharing all the information from your website, all the blogs, different sites, even your social media you can share on there, the links to that. And what Chat Simple does is takes all that. It's kind of like ChatGPT. It's just like crawling through all this information that you give it, and then it will answer that question to whoever like puts it in, and it will provide the sources of where that information came from. So if you have a return policy and someone goes on your website and wants to know, can I return shoes that I skated in one day? And they would have the answer. Or you can recommend different products to that person. Say if there's a new skateboarder, what type of skateboard should my first skateboard be? I can tell you. So it's just like having ChatGPT on your website, but it's all geared off the information that you provided. So it's a really powerful tool, and it definitely can increase your sales and just keep people on your site a little bit longer, and just show a little bit about yourself and your site. All right, so kind of rambling on here. We're gonna go to the last one, which is Gemini. It's Google. It's Google's version of ChatGPT. This one I like to use a good bit. So they do create images. Here's my prompt. It's create an image of the sun and moon combined. So I just gave you this stuff here. Then I gave it another prompt. Create a code to have on my website to collect email addresses. It gives me a code. I'm not going to put that on my site just because I don't trust it. But it's cool stuff. And this stuff is still developing. The last prompt I gave it, and this is something that most people would probably type in to ChatGPT, or they could type into like Google. It's like, what is the X Games, and it explains what the X Games is. Now, what I like about Gemini, which is formerly Google Bard, I like that it gives you the human aspect of it. It doesn't sound like so robotic. ChatGPT is very robotic, and when you see ads of it on Instagram, or when you see ads with the captions, you can tell if it's made by ChatGPT. So this gives you a little bit more human side of it. It crawls Google's platform, and obviously Google is huge. So this is great. Also, one other thing that I like to use it for is that sometimes when I'm creating blogs and I need it to get proof, like a proofread. So I don't want my wording to change. I want my words to be from me. So I will put my entire blog into here, and I would just say like, fix the grammar, make sure the punctuation is okay, and then it will give me my blog, the exact thing that I wrote, but it would be fixed up and everything, but the grammar will be completed. The punctuation's good, my sentence structures are good, but the words are not changed. ChatGPT, I hate how they change the words, and it's just like, it just butchered what you wanted to say. So that's for a blog. And if you have a product description, again, like you can write the product description and then put it in here and make sure the grammar and punctuations is pretty good. So that's 3 things that you can use Gemini for. I do like Gemini a lot more, but ChatGPT is still a super powerful tool, especially now that it's being able to, now that it can create images. So it's also a powerful tool, so I'm not saying don't use it. I like to use a combination of Gemini, ChatGPT, and Perplexity. So I hope this helps you. There is a website where you can follow all the newest AI tools that are out, and that is, I forget the name of it. What is it called? It's on my phone. I gotta take a look at it real quick. It is called Product Hunt. I have the app. I download the app, and then you can just scroll through and see all the different categories of whatever you're into. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of these AI tools that you can use. So definitely do your due diligence, look through it, read through it, make sure everything's good, but try them out. And it's really cool. They rank them. You can find ranks of like what is most popular for this week, what was most popular for the month. So it's a really cool tool for any entrepreneur, and I wish you all the best. That's all I got. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's really cool to see what's out there in the world of AI. It's something that's so mind-blowing to me, where it's just like we are really living in this day and age where everything is accessible by your fingertips, and everyday people can do it. That's the really cool thing about it too. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I want you to know that even that these AI tools, they're not here really to replace people as of now, but it's really, like, I see it as they're really helpful for productivity, so that you can create, or you can have your idea come to life to give it to another person, so that it's just the productivity of this whole process of creating is so much quicker and more efficient, and it's just overall just a better experience. So a little bit about me and how AI tools have helped myself out and with my company, because I have multiple businesses. I ran 2 skate shops and an indoor skate park. I have thousands of clients. I work with schools, municipalities, recreational centers, so many other places. And also we do home lessons. We go to different public parks to do different events. So I am like constantly running around, and prior to me using AI, I was always like glued to my computer, and I was stressed out so much. Like I would wake up from the stress and I would just work on my computer and just sending out email after email after email. And now using AI for the past, I don't know, maybe 8 months to a year now, it has just taken off so much stress, where I really only work about 3 or 4 hours in the morning during the day, and then for the rest of the day I'm either out skateboarding or running ultra marathons, which both are take a few hours out of the day. So I just really want to share with you this, because sometimes people could be reluctant to try new things, and it is scary in the world of AI, but you want to use it before you get left in the dust. And I don't want to say like, I'm going back on what I said, but it's like you don't want to not use it, or at least you want to just be aware of the software and the programs to see where you're at, because like I said, you don't want to be left in the dust, because this AI world is just growing at such a quick rate. And at this time, I feel like there's going to be so many businesses that either grow or they just go away, because there's no in between. You can't just stay at one point. You either grow or you're going down. And this is the world that we live in, so we have to adapt to it. And as business owners and entrepreneurs, this should excite you, and I just hope that you enjoy it and toy around with it. As always, Leave a comment below if you have a question or anything of that sort. Send me an email. I would love to get the conversation started and help you out in any way I can, or also just learn from you if you have any other tips. So that's it for me. Have a great day. Peace out.